my life, they be trying to keep me down. All this time, never thought I'd make it out. No, no, no. All my life, they be trying to keep me down.
First generation ghetto nigga, cold world, hello niggas. Made it out the city with my head on straight. Niggas keep shooting up the let out. Yo, enjoy the pill, gotta get out. Cause the shit that I spit out is a cheat code, like I'm facing a Rico. And how a nigga put a hit out.
So live your life. You steady dressing up that bar, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Go tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life. Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life.
Never mind what haters say, ignore them till they fade away. Amazing they are great, but after all the game I gave away. Safe to say I paved the way for you cats to get paid today. Still be wasting days away now had I never saved the day. Consider them my protege, how much I think they should pay. Instead of being gracious, they violate in a major way. I never been a hater, still I love them in a crazy way. Some say they sold the yeah, you know they couldn't get work on Labor Day. It ain't that black and white, it has an area that's shaded gray. I'm west side anyway, even if I left today and stayed away. Some move away to make a way, not move away cause they afraid. I brought back to the hood, and all you ever did was take away. I pray for patience, but they make me wanna melt their face away. Like I once made them spray, now I can make them put the K's away. Been thugging on my...
Welcome to the Hookah Lounge. We are back, baby. I know we've been gone. We have some things to do. I have... Last week we had the pool party, so we weren't here. I went live a few times on that Saturday night. We had a blast. If you weren't there, you missed it, and you missed a great time. So hello, everybody in the chat. I see you, Keisha. I see you, John. It's so nice to have you here. What's up, Derek? And I see my cousin Tori is in the chat. What's up, Q Smooth? So I am back in my seat. I got put my stuff back together almost. I'll have my microphone back up and go into my headphones. I see you, ESP. I'm on my son's laptop, which is why my microphone is not hooked up. So we almost back together in my little hookah lounge. My setup is almost done. We're almost back. I got my hookah here in the corner. I don't know how much smoking I'm going to be doing because I'm still fighting this little sinus infection. But we are back. It is good to be back. And we have got a great topic tonight. I saw we had West. I forgot to take West. I just couldn't take West out the out the promo. West will be back. He's taking a little bit of time off too. But we got some great hosts with me tonight. We're gonna bring in Miss Neno and Miss Tasha with us tonight. We got a great topic. I see you, John. It's so good to be back. There's Tasha, and there's Miss Neno. So they've both been on the show with me before. They usually come on game night when we have the men against the women. And they come in when we do panel discussions, but they're going to be coming in and helping me out when we have these kinds of discussions, so I'm not up here by myself and doing just my opinion. You know, we don't like to do just DD says. So, hey, Miss Queen Jean, I see you, my original co-host. We started this and founded this show together. I see you, lovely. So tonight the topic is, and I was talking to Neno about this, do we create our own destiny? And she had her, we're going to get into her spiel. And then I said, or does our childhood play a part in it? So for those who don't know, Miss Tasha and Miss DD, y'all know DD, and Miss Neno, they're going to give a little introduction to them. And then we're going to jump into this topic because this is a good one tonight. I think, are you muted? I can't hear either one of you. Who wants to go first? Tasha?
Can you hear me? I was muted.
There we go. So they're the lovely, my little beauties here tonight with me. So,
Hi, Auntie.
I don't know who wants to go first and give a little introduction. Okay, Tasha,
Yes.
Since you're next to me, you get to go first.
Okay, I'm Tasha, Pamela's niece. Just here to chat.
They call me Dee Dee, girl.
DD, DD, Pamela, Auntie. I'm here.
And little Miss Neno.
Hey guys, I am the baby cousin here. I'm here in Atlanta, so forgive me for the lighting and everything. It's Saturday, so I'm on my way home now. But I have a lot to say about the topic. So
Oh yes, yes. This is gonna be a good one.
Relax.
Now we're gonna jump into this topic because I'm gonna let you go first, because we started this conversation with do you create your own destiny? And I'm gonna leave it there, but we jump into the other part because this is how we started talking. Do you create your own destiny?
I have, for me, well, the first thing I said to my auntie when she brought this topic up to me was, God knows your journey before it even starts. And that was important to me because it's true. Like, before you even begin your faults and defaults or, sins or whatever, God knows what you're going into. So one of my things were, how do we measure creating your own destiny versus what you go through. Hold on, I'm trying to get my ticket in here. But it is very apparent that, like, the decisions you make will mark the journey that you have. But one thing that I definitely held on to was, Mama Nene, Eric has everything.
She's trying to get out the parking structure.
I am trying to get out the parking structure. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me mute you guys for a second. Tasha, take over.
Okay. So I do feel that our childhood does play into our destiny of how we're molded and how we shape ourselves into the world. I do believe that God plays a major part in our beginnings, and He does predestine us to who we're going to be as a person, and be able to navigate experiences that are going to shape us as a person. But I think that the things that shape us as people are for us to navigate of what we probably went through when we were a kid. So.
Yeah, that when because before I finished the title to Nino, she was like, "Well, of course, the Lord shapes your destiny," and there is a scripture that says, "I knew you before you were in your mom's stomach," and I do say there is a course that the Lord lays out for you, and He knows where you're supposed to go, but you will determine if you listen to where you're supposed to go if you head in that direction.
That's the truth, right?
Because there's. And I'm not gonna tell Nino's business because there's a course laid out for her that she's so stubborn. She's like, "Yeah, I don't want that course in my life. I want to go this way." And she went this way for a long time. And as we were talking, she keeps coming back to us, right? Because we're all given a talent. We're all given. The Lord gives us something that we're good at.
I believe that.
And no matter how hard we fight at what we're good at, we're like, "I'm going to take a different path. I don't want to take that path because that path is so tiresome." There's always some place you end up going. And I always say I was right when I was 12 and 13. I was in the library because my sister worked at the library, my sister, my aunt, and I went in writing contests. That is not the direction that I went. And I spent 24, 25 years doing something totally different and then came right back to the writing thing. So we can fight the course that we want to go and we can do different things. And my childhood shaped where I ended up going for 20 some years. Because I followed a whole path of everybody else. I did what everybody else did. And then I migrated right back to what my love was and what I'm talented at and what I'm good at. So like it goes with what both of you guys are saying. Yeah, there is a pathway that's outlined for you. And we're going to get into some videos, but you do shape your family and the way that you're brought up. It will shape everything about you because you get some people that come from families that are go-getters. They go, they fight for everything. And then you see some family members, like everybody does absolutely nothing. Like not one successful person comes out of that family. Or you'll see just one that broke the mold. Like you look at their whole family and none of them create anything of themselves. You know, so like you said, Tasha, your upbringing can really dictate what you do with your life. You know.
Yeah, I was convinced that I took a path that, you know, my grandmother took, which was my mom's mother and Dee Dee's mother. I took that path. And I realized it wasn't for me 100%. I stuck with it for a year and I realized that, yeah, no, it wasn't my destiny. It wasn't for me. I didn't fit. My personality didn't fit. Can I say that it came from shaping my my growing up? No, I can't really say that it came from the root of anything.
It was like the family business.
Yeah, it was something that I felt like I needed to adventure or achieve in. And when I didn't achieve, I did feel failure. I definitely did feel like, oh, you know, I felt a sense of failure. Do I feel like anything from my past, you know, enabled that? No, I felt like I had everything I needed to succeed, coming from my aunt, coming from my mother, coming from my grandmother. I felt like I had everything I needed to succeed. When I got in, it really just wasn't something that I could succeed in. And I was sad about it. I'm not gonna lie. I was destroyed. I was definitely destroyed because I'm like, how does so many generations get through this and I can't do it? Like I felt very torn down. I'm not even gonna lie. I felt very torn down about it.
Do we feel that sometimes the Lord will like, even though we're devastated with something that happens to us, like we really, really want something so bad, and like we achieve it and we get it, we're like, hey, and then like you say, Lord, why would you take this away from me? You know, sometimes we get so mad at him, like, Lord, why? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd be lying if I didn't feel that sense of that sense of feeling of like, why can't I succeed in this when I had so many generations or so many people, so many women above me have so much success in this industry and I couldn't. You know what I mean? I definitely felt a
Can
sense
you say that again, cousin? I'm so sorry because I was visiting my kid's dad's family. I didn't hear what the main thing was. I'm sorry.
Sometimes when you achieve something that you wanted so bad and you get it and you like so happy, like, oh, and you know, you're thankful. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for giving it to me. And then he takes it from you. Do you say, dang, Lord, why? Why would you do that to me? Do you think of it like a curse? Like, why did you know? A lot of times we do that, you know, instead of
I think we do have that.
Yeah. Instead of thinking like, okay, he's opening another door, we think of like, what did I do wrong, Lord? Why would you take this from me?
right. Because I thought I was on the, you know, you thinking you're on the right path, and
yeah, that's true. Right.
So, and Tasha, you always.
I think there's so many paths that you need to do, though. You know, as we get older and as we mature, I think that there's so many avenues that we're very talented in different areas in our life. Because you're very talented in a lot of things, Neno. And at the day we may miss a bunch of opportunities, but I think we miss those opportunities because something else we need to find. There's something else that God has called us to that we're not searching for, that he's trying to push us towards. And it may be the thing that's going to be the big blow up in our life that's going to help us to help others. In order to feed others, you have to have something in order to help others, right? So maybe he's calling you to find something that's going to be big in your life, that's going to make you able to help other people, you know? So I think that's why we miss so many opportunities, because they're not called for us. You know, maybe we're called, or we're a chosen person. We're a chosen person. Like God has called many. You know, he hasn't called all of us. He called many according to his purpose. Yeah. You know, so we haven't found the purpose that he has called us for. You know, so that's why we keep thinking we're missing things, but that's why he says, be grateful for what you have and what I'm doing for you, because you don't know where I'm leading you to.
Right.
You know, and I had to accept that myself, you know, because I've been on a journey,
Yeah, that's
you
what I was
know,
gonna say.
and you guys know I've been on a journey.
Yeah, you always.
Yeah, I'm something else. I know I am.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna come. We come from a long line of very strong women, and I was gonna say,
Yes, we're very able.
I was gonna tell Nino with the. You also need a testimony. No, if your life has always been perfect, you don't really have much to say to anyone. Like if you always walk this perfect.
And God doesn't call the perfect. He doesn't call the perfect. He calls the imperfect.
Yeah,
because they're willing to learn and listen through experiences and trials.
Yes,
that part.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say with you, Tasha. Like, you went a totally different route than what a lot of us, that route that we took. But you've always, through all of your trials and tribulations and struggles, you've always, and I don't know, like, I don't know if you contributed to, like, your upbringing, but you've always landed on your feet. No matter what path you took, you always seem to climb through it and land on your feet. And I want to know, what do you contributed that to? How do you always seem to, no matter what? And I'm never telling anyone's business, mine or theirs.
And I'm an advocate for all the trials that I've been through now. You know, before I would hide, and I would hide from you guys because I thought so highly of you, Auntie. I thought so highly of you, you know. So I would never let you guys see me super like low, you know. So when I'm low, that's why I disappear. You know, I would disappear for years, and I'll resurface, and I'm okay, you know. But I attribute it to just like I lost my sister. She committed suicide, you know, like, and me and her were both addicted to drugs, partying and going out, you know, trying to live a life that wasn't for us. And at the end of the day, she had no kids. So I attribute to her, God may be calling her home because maybe I need to learn a lesson, because I have more to live for, as I have 5 kids, and my life, if I would have ended, would have affected. But if she would have never died, I would have never, ever changed my life, you know? And also I attribute to having family members that are watching me, you know, like, and maybe God put that in my life to have family members that I actually admire watching me. So I couldn't go too far away, because if I did, I would feel like, you know, like, so maybe I think God just puts certain, if you're called according to his purpose, you know, like I said, it could be, I feel like it's 144,000 people. Even in the Bible, it says 144,000 people, are just a certain amount of us that are even the 12 tribes of Israel. I feel like we're a part of a family. If you really understand what's going on in the world, and you really feel different than the world feels, and you feel outside the box, that means that maybe you are called to God's purpose, you know, and he has called you. That's why you feel differently, and you can't move the way other people move in the world, because you have a conscience, because God gave you that, and you hear his voice, you know? So I just think that certain one of us, like, we hear his voice, even if you hear it faintly, or you just know it's there, you maybe don't hear it, but something in you is telling you that you need to move differently, and nothing in your life is working, because at the end of the day, it's not working because something else is called for you. So I just, all the stuff that I've been through and I put myself through, you know, I put myself through.
When especially when you're at your lowest, you hear it. Or when you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, you hear it, because you're like, oh, be quiet.
Yeah, you hear it.
We think it's our conscience. Oh, be quiet. I don't want to hear it. But you know
that. Exactly.
Yeah. Because, you know, but we be like, we think that's ourselves talking to us. No, that's him telling you, hey,
hell no.
Right. Or,
right.
Amen. You know, but we try to stifle him. Right.
You try it, but you always end up back exactly where you're supposed to be. And I've always, no matter how far I fell, I've always ended up back to where I need to be. Right. Whether I stay there temporarily, whether I stay there for a month or 2 or a year, I'm there. And then even if I mess up again, I'm back there when I'm ready to be back there. And then it's longer every time. Like right now, I've been good for 3 years, you know, like, and I feel like I'm at a place in my life where I've had so much shit happen to me that there's no point in me trying again to fuck up, you know. So
I know that stumble. I was going through a point in my life. The Lord wasn't even listening to my prayers. I would tell other people pray for me, because he backed mine down like a baseball. Pow! He a Dodger. Bam! No, I'm not listening. So I've been in the. I know y'all look at me like, no. Man, Neno told me a story. I was like, how do you even remember that? You were Justice's age, like.
Right.
At a point in my life, I
remember.
Wrong thing. She told me a story.
She's very smart. She is, exactly.
Yeah,
I looked up to her one
And
time,
Tasha,
you
I
know,
want to
she
ask
had more
you,
maturity than I had.
Yeah.
Seriously. Oh.
Go ahead, Nina.
and Tasha, I want to ask. I want to ask you, you know, I seen you at a young age, and I seen you at your prime as a teenager. Is there anything like Aunt Dee said, as far as something or an event that shaped you as a person, that, you know, like just like your future or your past direct your
Mhm.
destiny? Like, do you think you were able
Yes.
to curve the hand that you were dealt, like the cards that you were dealt? Do you think you were
And I feel
able
like we can change
to?
our stars. I do believe in that. I do think that we do change our stars, and that there is some things that shape me. Like I said, when I met you guys and I accepted you guys and as my family, because I didn't know you guys existed, you know, and I first met you, First Lady, and Nazir, and then Auntie Loida, and then Auntie Pam came in the mix, and I felt accepted and I felt whole. Before then, Auntie Pam knows where I came from. I came from a home where I had a grandma who loved us to death, but my mom wasn't a good mom, you know? And I'm not saying, I think maybe her losing her son shaped her into who she was to be as a parent. Because once she had my brother, we didn't even exist. Me and my two sisters, my older sister April, who committed suicide, my sister Shaletta, who has self-confidence, a low self-confidence, and myself as well. I can have been the best looking person in the world, and I still had, I felt like I was nothing, you know?
That's how the
And
Lord
at the,
moves. And I don't mean to cut. That's how the Lord moves, because we couldn't find you when we all kind of moved, and we moved right down the street from you. The Lord put us
and
right
ain't that
down.
crazy?
Yep.
And that
Right up the
stopped me
street.
from doing a lot of bad things that I was destined to do if y'all wouldn't have came into my life at that time. You know,
Yeah.
it's not, it made it, and I still rebel with you, but it still put a halt in my plans that would have transpired if I would not have came with you guys, you know?
But it was still,
But
even
just,
though it was, there was, it was
it
still
shaped me
love. You
having you
never
guys.
told
Like,
me
it shaped
no
me
love.
and
We
having
were
you
like,
guys and
okay,
support.
we love her, even
Having a
though
little
she
cousin, a little girl cousin, and having her to look up to me, and me and her playing around and being a kid with her.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to be a kid. So being a kid with Lady or Nino was like, you know, something new for me. And like the softness that I got in the family oriented like experience I got with you guys.
Yeah.
Before that, like I didn't get that. My mom was very hard, you know, she cared about my brother and we didn't exist, you know, she took care of us, you know, but love and hugs and our I love yous, our attention, it was nothing there, you know? So I think that shaped me to be very hard in the world, you know, and not really care and not have a lot of feelings towards people, you know? And then when I
And that's
moved in
what
with you guys, I got a different experience.
Yeah.
And I've seen the togetherness of your family, the boys and the girls and the cousins and then the aunties and all of us in the same house. Uncle Brandon and his wife, us kids, cousins going running around the neighborhood and them following me, looking up to me and wanting to hang out with me, you know? Like, it was a totally different
like
experience.
20 of us in one house.
Yeah, it was an experience though. I'm like, look at my Mexican family. Okay. I know I love you guys. I thought it was Mexican. I'm like, okay, never mind. Latino.
Cuban, girl, Cuban. But still, we all went to one house. I believe to
Right.
cooking.
Yeah. So I think that did shape me as a person, like seeing one side of life and then experiencing something totally different. Even though I ruined that and went back to my mom, I was very rebellious, you know, like I ruined the opportunity with you guys. You guys still love me. You still accepted me. And you know, even just not seeing me my whole childhood until you accepted me, cousin accepted me right in, you know, so it
Girl,
did
the
shape
day
me.
you came home from the
Cause
hospital.
I was something else. I know I was something else, Auntie. Please.
We knew you when you were real little. You just don't remember us. But girl used to follow me around because they were like, "Why she got red hair?" Like,
Yeah. So I was little. I don't remember. The last memory I remember was, of course, I remember our childhood, you know, but I just remember like going to stay with Auntie Loida and then meeting Lady and Nazir for the first time. And just maybe Pacoima with Abuelita when I first met her. I'm like, oh, look at this. She's so beautiful. You know, like, so just that did shape me as a child. Like it helped me to feel like there's something else out there. There's something like more whole and there's a family and there's somebody that I can rely on and call. And you guys accepted me and gave me a home.
Shaped you as a mom because the time that you spent with us, because you're like me, you got 5 kids.
And I'm a perfect mom. Thank God.
You are an awesome mom. Your kid, let me tell you, 5 kids, and every time your kids come over, they are so well behaved. They are just,
Yes.
they're not running amok or doing like the wild stuff. You have like the most awesome children. So do you think the time that you spent with us to see how like Loida did mornings, I did nights, I came in, did dinner, or Abuelita already had dinner going, like did that shape you as
Birthday
like
parties. Remember the time you guys told me, you remember that lady, Nino, when it was like I gotta invite all my friends to David's birthday party, and I freaking flipped. I gotta invite all my friends
And I was like, this is lit, but like part of me knew I wasn't supposed to be there and I would get in trouble if I went.
Yes,
But
we had so much fun though.
lit.
We had so much fun. I end up
Lit.
she's like, go in the room now. Okay. So I went in the room. I thought about like, I'm not gonna sit down. Let me invite my friends. Okay. And we had the best time ever, like, well, all my friends at my family's house wouldn't even think they would even like it. And everybody had a blast. I just wasn't used to it, So it did shape me just being with you guys and just what you guys showed me. Like at the end of the day, I didn't get that at home, my mom wasn't the worst mom. She just didn't pay attention, like she was too hard. I don't know. But it shaped me as an adult as well, still to this day.
I see you tweet. I see you joined the show. That was the one thing that Hunter was really worried about is when David passed, that I would do the same thing your mom did. Like the boys would sub me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to function and they wouldn't be part of my life. He always says when the mom loses one of her kids, especially the oldest, they don't know how to continue on with the others. And he was
Right.
very, very surprised on how I was able to keep moving forward.
Me too.
With my sons. And and I always tell them, they always say, how did you do it? I said, that is when I had to really lean on the Most High because I didn't know how to. I wanted to die. I wanted to stay in my closet and never come out. But the only thing that I could think of when that happened was what happened if everything that I do, my sons are going to follow. So if I crumble, they're going to crumble. And these are men.
Yeah.
People have to remember I had men. I didn't have girls. So if I crumble, they'll crumble and they'll be useless in this world. So I didn't crumble until after Abuelita passed. I think I agreed with both of them at the same time. So I had to show them how to keep moving forward. And I realized that I had lost so much in my life because when I lost my grandfather, my daddy said, people die, you better get over it. And then a year later, I lost my grandmother and he said, hey, get used to it. And I think it was preparing me. The Lord was preparing me for David. So, and that's why sometimes I think your mom didn't know, like, I'm done now. When you lose a kid, it's a pain, even to this day. Like I have David everywhere. He's on my phone because I don't want to ever forget the good thing about him. I want to see that face, that face of his. I don't want to remember the pain. It is a pain that you can never, ever heal from.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine, Auntie.
Yeah. So I said, I can't, if I pass this pain to the boys, they would be just wrecked.
Yeah.
And I'm not condoning anything that your mom did, but I can understand.
I understand now as an adult.
Yeah.
As an adult, I had a conversation with her, and that's why we're at the place where we are today. But even after my sister passed away, she was still the same hard woman until my sister died. Yeah. And then my sister told her, or said to someone, like, why does my mom not love me? And then she died. She committed suicide. So that tore my mom apart.
Yeah. It did because it's not that and I don't condone it because I had to live through it, but I can understand.
I can now. If I would have known that when I was a child and had the understanding that I have now, I would have understood back then. But growing up 15 years plus, not understanding why, so, and then, it's just that she had my little brother when I was 11. And so she was fine until she had my brother. And she thought my brother was like the reincarnation of her lost son, And so he was doted on and had all the attention. So it just was seeing him being so loved on, and then us not getting nothing like that. No nicknames, no hugs, no I love yous. That's what shaped me to be the rebellious teen and young adult that I was, and as you said, does it shape you as a child? Yeah, it does shape you to a world where you're looking for love in the wrong places. You're looking for a partner with the wrong qualities because that partner love bombs you at first. You don't look past anything else. And that's why a lot of girls get into these relationships when they don't have father figures. They don't have, even if you don't have a father figure, if you have a strong mother who gives you the love and affection that you need. So people in our life can shape us and mold us to be, great adults. And as long as we're showing the love we need, doesn't matter who it comes from. But a lot of us,
I still think the father figure is still like, I believe
we do need that. We need both. We need both parties.
My dad gave me, he gave me what a man was supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what shaped you to be the great person that you are, and as strong as you are. And but I had you guys. My dad, you know your brother. He tried, but we're both like the same age. So, but he loves me. He loves me to death. So I had that.
My brother's dad didn't know. My brother's dad was in New York. He's in California.
Right.
The father he knew was Gary, so that's not telling.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And so, I didn't meet his dad until a year before he died, Yeah. So, but I understood, after meeting him, how secluded and closed off he was, why my dad was so closed off and secluded.
So you get that, that's how
it shapes him to who he is today. It does shape you who you are. It shapes every person that you look up to, every adult figure, anybody that's in your life. Neno needs to get let back in.
Oh, G-Lew, let Neno back in.
Yeah, it definitely shapes you. Just all the life experiences and people that are in your life that are big in your life, it shapes you who you are going to become because you follow off of what you know. We're like little human beings with little brains trying to absorb everything around us and trying to figure out what to follow. We don't know what not to follow, right? We're new, so you follow what's in front of you.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Neno.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You guys can see me?
Yes, gorgeous. Yes. I can see you.
Okay, I thought I was backstage. I was listening, but I thought I was backstage.
So you were at first. And I told him to let you in. Yeah, you were at first.
Oh, okay.
Now we can see you. So yeah, it definitely makes sense, Auntie. And that's a really good topic because people don't understand like their traumas and the things that brought them to where they are today. And we don't see like the thing with Will Smith, when I watched that video, like it was, a lot of things that shape us to who we are destined to be. We let that affect us in our adult lives when we have an option and ability to change it. And we choose to blame the next person instead of understanding.
That video was great. G-Lew,
it was great.
The last two videos are the ones I really want to watch. That if you could find one of the last two videos, though, the one of them I played just for me because I didn't realize that was me until I watched that video. But you can find one of those two, the Will Smith, especially because that's what she's talking about. The last two that I said, I have to send it to you guys through YouTube because you don't have iPhones. They wouldn't go.
The question is, can you handle your mind? Can you manage the thoughts and the emotions that are trying to poison your progress? Forget managing the situation. Manage your mind.
Don't matter whose fault it is that something is broken, if it's your responsibility to fix it. It's not somebody's fault if their father was an abusive alcoholic. But it's for damn sure their responsibility to figure out how they're going to deal with those traumas and try to make a life out of it. It's not your fault if your partner cheated and ruined your marriage, but it is for damn sure your responsibility to figure out how to take that pain and how to overcome that and build a happy life for yourself. Fault and responsibility do not go together. It sucks, but they don't. When something is somebody's fault, we want them to suffer. We want them punished. We want them to pay. We want it to be their responsibility to fix it, but that's not how it works, especially when it's your heart. Your heart, your life, your happiness is your responsibility and your responsibility alone.
Fear
It's not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist.
As long as we're pointing the finger and stuck in whose fault something is, we're jammed and trapped into victim mode. When you're in victim mode, you are stuck in suffering. The road to power is in taking responsibility. Your heart, your life, your happiness is your responsibility and your responsibility alone.
That's so true.
That was the one right there. I had to take some of the stuff out of there because, but what you said, Spank, is true. Is where did it go? I'm a paraphrase. He said we create our own destiny. If we believe in things, we can achieve it. And what I loved, what Will Smith said, is like we like to play victim. Like it's my dad was an alcoholic. My mom was on drugs. I can't be anything because she told me so. We love to like, and I know everyone didn't have the greatest mom. I always say people didn't know Abuelita when we were kids. Let me tell you, Abuelita you think she was tough as Abuelita. Imagine her young and spunky. And you
and
know
fine.
her as Abuelita when she was old.
Right. I can tell a little firecracker in her. Yeah. Seriously.
When I was a kid, she was a little soft.
Yeah, she was soft. To us, Neno. We've only seen the soft side, but I've seen her tough side with other people that she meets in the world, and you could tell her little firecracker self when she was younger and how hot she was, hot to trot. So you could tell. I heard she was something else. My mom told me how she was like, "You can't come over here with your little fast." So yeah. My mom said she called her a little boy. She called her a little boy. Yes, she did. She was something else. Yeah. So I heard stories from my mom. Yeah.
So I could always use because I always take people said it was a terrible thing that she said to me, but I said it was the greatest thing that she said to me because she told me, and she didn't say it like in a really nice way, like, baby, everybody cannot be pretty. She's like, oh no, everyone cannot be pretty, so you better have something else.
Yes, that's the truth though. It's the truth though.
Like, pretty privilege is a thing.
Everybody cannot. Huh?
Pretty privilege is a thing.
That is true. It really is a thing. It is though. That's sad too.
Your mom has the pretty privilege. You already know she got the pretty privilege, and she told me, "Little girl, Pamela Denise, you ain't pretty."
Yes, you are.
You better go out there. You better be pretty.
I do the same thing to my sister. It's just when
something. Pretty card. Is she? That's pretty much.
Your mom was very beautiful, though. Yeah, lady.
Oh yeah, lady doesn't believe it, but your mother.
Oh my gosh,
because she doesn't know back when she was younger. Because
I don't know.
She looks like you. She looks like you. She looks like you, and when you're young, like right now, that's what your mom looked like.
Every head stopped.
Beautiful. I first met her, I was like, whoa. I said she like powers or something. Like, why is she so pretty with her long, beautiful hair? But you're beautiful too, Auntie Pam. So stop playing games. I think our whole family, we have a charm. We have charm. Period. So at the end of the day,
I became very smart, top of my class. I read for no reason. You know what I mean? I'm very I'll tell anybody I am the fact checker. You cannot catch me, and if I don't know, I don't.
You're Aquarius. That's why. You're an Aquarius.
So she's a very intelligent person over here. I'm like, I became,
But you were the fun one, Auntie Pam. You're the fun one. And then Auntie Lloyd was so serious. Yeah, Auntie Lloyd was serious.
I want to say one of the things that shaped me that I'm struggling with today is being raised by 3 strong, powerful women, and coming into the age that I'm at, I have very little respect for men. So it's hard for me to find a man because, you know, cousin and auntie, you see my mom and her situation having a house husband, and you see that my father was never really, you know, prominent. So, and you know, Abuelita and Auntie Pam being such the strong women they were raising us, I have a very little respect for men. And when they come around, you're gonna have to. I need more than it's hard for me to be like, okay, can you lead? You know what I mean?
respect you on that though, cousin. I really
So
do.
many strong women. Yeah, I was raised by so many strong women, so it's hard for me to accept a man doing what a man does. And I have very my expectations are really high when it comes to that, because
And I'm proud of you for that. Because you
it's
don't take
scary
nothing.
though.
No, it's nothing wrong with that, cousin, because you're not going to be stuck in a situation with 5 kids with a guy who doesn't respect you and going through what I went through, getting beat on and manipulated for 21 years. So at the end of the day, you have no kids. You don't have to have kids in this world, but you can find a life partner at what age you ever find one at, with your strong mentality and your strong mind and your strong morals, you know? So be thankful for that.
You want to have a person that's a good leader. And
A
you can
partner,
have, I have
yes.
5 kids or good leader. You know, it's you don't want and not a man that thinks that a woman is beneath them.
Right.
You want a man that see you as he respects your opinion.
As his
He
equal.
can still be leader of your house
As you are.
and still respect your opinion.
Right.
You know, you don't want a man
Exactly.
to change who you are, who doesn't respect the things that you have to offer, who also brings something to the table the same way that you do. You know, a lot of people, I need a 6-figure. No, you that then you're looking for the wrong thing. You need someone that respects
And that's
the Most
your
High.
fault.
You need someone that
Right.
respects you. Someone that respects the things that you have to say. Because if you, a lot of times you get men that can be a good leader, but then he doesn't respect your opinion.
Exactly.
So, because, you know, a lot of times there's a difference between confidence and cocky. So that was one of the things that I admired about the husband, is that he respected the things that I had to say. He's very confident. You already know that he don't say much, but he exudes confidence like
yeah,
a
he
mug.
does. He does. And at the end of the day, cousin, what shaped you to be who you are as a beautiful individual that you are, you know, it's not your time to find who's meant to be for you. When he's meant to be, you're gonna find the qualities you're gonna run into him. It's not gonna be something you're looking for, you know? And be happy that you didn't mess that up before with another guy who's wasting your time.
And then,
you know, and had a bunch of kids, and now you're
run into
he's coming. You just got to be ready for him.
All my kids.
Gotta be ready. That's the part. Gotta be ready.
She's worthy. She's worthy. You know, you're worthy. It's just that you stop accepting and looking for men that are what you're used to. You know, don't let them even have a conversation. You have a conversation, you know the red flags immediately. That comes from our upbringing. Like it said, like are you predestined to, you know, repeat the same mistakes, or are you going to find and move on to something new? And as your childhood does shape you, but at the end of the day, it's still up to you to change your habits and know what to accept and understand those red flags and move past it real fast from the stuff that you have been through that has shaped you to who you are today. That man is coming, but you got to be ready for him. Right. You got to know, you got to drop all the pre-expectations, you know?
It's me allowing a man to be a man and allowing that respect, because again, my respect for men has lowered so much.
Me too. I get it.
And that's you know, and that's coming from
you gotta be careful. Yeah, it's the type of man, because I mean, like, you've been around a long time. Like, if you really looked at my first relationship on the surface, you would think like, that's a great, oh wow, that was a great man.
I thought it was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
David?
You would, yeah.
David?
Yeah, you
Uncle
would
David.
think that was the perfect.
Yeah, he was very attractive. I saw him. I was like, oh, okay.
Handsome, charming, great job, pays all the bills,
Financially
does everything.
secure. Yeah.
Paper. Then when you hit the second part was, is he respectful to the wife? Is he respectful to the kids? Does he,
And that's what he messed up at.
Can he
Yeah.
not? Yeah. So you got to, I always say, how does a man treat his mom?
Red flags. Red flags. You know?
Red flags. Second red flag is does he embarrass you in public? Does he demean your ideas? Is he physically abusive? See, you that's why I said on paper, a lot of times men look wonderful, but the first time they tell you shut up, or like, oh, I didn't mean.
And
to
then
knock
also,
you
like,
over.
growing up, what has pre-shaped you, like she said, the topic, it all plays into part of that. What you were brought up around, and how strong you are, and what you're willing to accept because of what you've been through, right? And also like what they've been through in their childhood that has shaped them to be the man that they are, so all that plays into part as well. It's crazy.
And then how they look at their future. A lot of times the biggest thing is,
Yeah.
what is your future? What is your future? It's like, well, I can see if marriage works. But that's not the they can do this for a couple of years, see how it works. No, it's like, well, my parents been married forever. I have planned to be married forever. And I always tell people, I could have, if the abuse only stayed to me. But when the abuse trickles to my kids, you can never hurt a kid to me.
Right.
And
that's true.
Of course, I was 17. I never should have got married at 17. He was way too young too, even though he was older than me, because you grow up and you change, and people change as you grow up. So, but you're at an age now where you're looking for someone who can respect, like you've been pretty successful in your life. So you want someone that understands the hours that you're going to work with the career choice that you have, someone that respects your mind. And then you want someone who can make decisions like, hey, like in buying a house or paying bills or saving money or
And you're going to find that.
account.
You're going to find it like, yes.
Later. That's fair. You have men like that. That's why,
You
someone
really
got upset
do.
when they say, oh, you always take men's side. I said, no, every man is not a terrible man.
There's some good ones
Just like
out
when
there.
people
You just
say,
gotta.
oh, all women are money hungry.
No, we're not.
You got women that get out there. A lot of women, they stay single.
We're just quality. We're quality hungry. We want quality. For real. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just like every woman.
We're
knows how
quality
a man
hungry.
leads,
We want
but every woman
qualities. Yeah.
in a relationship. Yeah.
At least match me or have the effort that's
that's,
matching me. That's the only thing we really ask for. If you're not matching me, at least in that, at least have some goals, and your way to match that as a person, because it's not the money, it's what shapes you, your ability to be out in the world being progressive, like that's all that matters. Like you could tell a person's ability by being progressive. Like I have, and the way they talk, their knowledge and the way that they move, and a lot of people, like you said, shaping their personalities are not like that, and you can tell by talking to them for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Even 30 days.
Comments, we got
yeah. Okay.
Oh no, I can tell if I talk to you for a couple of hours, you can't.
Me
I've
too.
been married so long.
That's that Aquarius trait. But cousin, Neno, you got everything, girl. You're coming for them. You just got to know your worth, girl, and know who you are. That's it, because you got it all, cousin. So stop playing.
And I know you have that age. You're probably thinking like, if I don't have some kids soon, but
you got it all up in you, girl.
When
go adopt, girl. Get your husband to go adopt, girl.
I'm 34 this year, so I got 4 more years left in me before I'm not carrying.
A baby at 39.
I'm not bearing no children.
My friend had a baby at 39 this year. 39. I said, you go, girl. I have 5. My body can't take no more.
I said, you go, girl.
My body can't take no more.
Hey, so anyone watching this show, she got a good job. No, I'm just joking. I'd never do that.
Yeah, so she's hot, she's tall, model. Okay.
Come on, don't put me out. Don't put me out, fam. Don't
we
put me
taught her
out.
well, so she ain't one of them lazies that can't cook or clean. So let's read some of these comments.
Okay.
Tweet said, we our own destiny by what we believe in.
Please
We
don't,
can
guys.
achieve something.
I love you guys.
And
Please
even
don't
so,
put me
I was
out.
pleased.
We love
No, I
you.
would never. I'm too harsh. Nobody's good enough for you. Tori said,
Nobody is.
Okay. She said, yes,
Okay,
indeed. No one is responsible for your happiness in life but you. This
that's
is one
true.
thing that I have to tell people all the time. Stop looking for somebody else to make you happy. If you are not happy
That is
within
so
yourself, you
true.
cannot make anybody else happy. Like if you
I agree.
don't love yourself, you don't love you. And who you gonna love? That's the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing. Like self-esteem says self-esteem. Nobody can give you self-esteem but yourself.
It's esteem
Self-love.
of yourself.
So that's one of the biggest. Thank you.
That
Like
is true
you
though,
mess with
and
my self-esteem. How do you mess with your self-esteem?
and that's a lot
You
of things
can't
that's
beat
going on in
that.
the world right now where people are killing themselves and killing each other and killing their spouses because they put their happiness, they place it all in one place. And when that person disappoints you, then all of a sudden you're mad at that person. Now you don't want to live, you don't want them to live. And that's what happened with my sister, you know? So you can't place your happiness in nobody but yourself. You have to find out what makes you happy, or else you just destroy yourself. Like,
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because on my Facebook, I know I posted that Facebook, but I don't know how to get back into that Facebook because I don't remember the password. But on it says, it asks what's your favorite quote. And I put on there, no, nobody loves Pamela like Pamela loves Pamela. And the author says, Craig. His husband said, he used to say that to me when he met me.
Yes.
Nobody love Pamela like Pamela love Pamela.
that's what I'm trying to get to, Auntie. I'm trying to love myself like you love yourself, okay? Because you are very secure and you're in loving yourself. You feel me? Well, all love you spread to us. I'm trying to get there, okay?
He was like, I'm trying to get on your level the way you love you.
Yes, girl. Yes.
You're gonna love me more than me.
Right. That's so true. I'm trying to get to that place. Yes. Yeah.
I do not have self-esteem problem. Let me tell you, I didn't have some.
You can tell by that laugh, cousin, huh? Stop playing.
You're gonna love me
She's
more
dead
than me.
serious.
Talk about my big forehead.
Right. That's true.
I didn't have bad hair where I had to cut all
Same.
my hair off and start again.
Yeah, I love how
care.
confident you are. I love it. You know, so even Neno, like I'm still trying to get there. So yeah, that's a big lesson right
So
there.
what you got to, I used to take myself out to the movies, to dinner. I like me and my own company. So someone said, when I was alone for a long time, you like being single? Yes, very much so. So you got to get to that
I
place.
love it.
Love
I
you,
do.
like you.
No, me too,
Appreciate you.
Auntie. I've been seriously, my ex-husband, we still live together, but I've been single for 2 years. You know, and at the end of the day, it's been the happiest I've ever been, not having to worry about somebody, not having to worry about what that person's doing, not having to, you know, put my antennas on to see if I gotta search a motherfucker's phone. You know, so at the end of the day, I feel so much relief. Just I would 21 years, I'm searching phones. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm happy that I don't have to anymore, you know?
Because the minute I have to search a phone, we got to break up.
Exactly. And
I
dealt with that for 21 years. You know, I learned that lesson that I would never do that again. Never do it again, you know, but I was doing it. So, I love being single, trying to figure out myself. Yes.
You can't find nobody better than me. Trust and believe. You're going to wish you was back.
And that's the
everyone I
truth.
broke up with, wish they had me back. So,
and that's the same thing too,
I've had
you know, so.
relationships besides this one. And they both be like, if you ever get divorced.
Right, you know, but that's true. Like, you have to figure out yourself. Be single to figure out yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Because you know exactly what you want and the qualities you're looking for. That's me neither, not anymore.
That's right. Yeah, don't swim backwards. So
don't do it.
Yeah, beauty is only skin deep, Spanx. You, like my mama said, I'm telling you, Abuelita was a genius. So thank you,
that's true though.
DD. So I'll be the one that steps up. That was Gas Mask. And men are supposed to. Men are supposed to be our leaders when things go wrong. You know, when women always say, I don't need no man. I was like, I do.
I do. I was ready for the right one. I'm ready for the right one. Huh?
I've never had a boyfriend. I've never had a man. So
Yeah, well, when
Be
I lived
happy.
alone, when it was me and my kids, I kept my 9. But now, if someone breaking in the house, I'm about to wake up the husband. Hey, somebody trying to get in here. I need one. I'm not.
Exactly. But I can't wait to live alone though. I can't wait to move out and be on my own next year, like by myself, finally after 21 years. So
If you
yeah.
never lived alone, that's always nice. When you,
Yeah, I want to try it.
like
I'm gonna try it this
on your
time.
face, I'm tired of living alone.
I'm coming out there to visit you. I'm coming out there. So I'm gonna call you when I come out there
You going
to
to
Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Yeah, I want to come. I have
Ooh,
a friend out there and I want to see her. So I want to see my
You said
cousin and I want to
Atlanta?
see you.
You
Are
said
you still in
Atlanta?
Atlanta?
I'm still in Atlanta, but cousin, I got something to tell you. I might be moving to Vegas.
Yes. Oh my God, it's a blessing. Stop playing.
I know that's
I might be taking a store at the Venetian.
It's way better out here, girl. Way less drama than Atlanta. You're gonna have so much fun. I can't wait to see you. We're gonna party. It's like,
I don't know
I don't
about
need you
party
to
because we're kind of north of 30. So
no, not party like that. Just go on cute events, girl. Like I like to
yeah,
go out to eat. I like to go to brunches. I like to, like we're gonna have a fun
She said,
time. So I can't wait to see you.
that's
I don't want to. I don't go to
eat.
clubs. I don't go to clubs. No,
no, it's
but
not. That's not the plan. But yeah,
You came to Vegas and got that big mansion with all them kids running around. Went to
I
the track
love
meet.
Vegas. Yeah.
I know.
Huh?
I said the last time was when I came out with Daniel, we had all the kids running around.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
And me and Auntie was over there taking tequila shots. Yeah.
See, I stay at home and do my dirt.
That's okay.
Let me get through these comments because we're about to check out of here. It's
Okay.
definitely, Tori said, it's definitely not what a man has, but how a man will treat you. That is so
That's
true.
true.
Because you
I'll take that over anything.
Yeah. So
I'll take that over anything.
If a man can't correct you, he can't lead or direct you to the promised land. That's true too.
That's true.
Yeah. I need a leader.
That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a leader that's worth the leading, though. It's hard to find a leader who really is a leader. So.
Yeah. Because that's what we're looking for. Good, strong men who know how to lead. JoJo said, I've been happily single for 6 years. Is she talking about
Go
me?
ahead.
I see you, Tori. She said, hello, DD. How he treats his mom is how he would treat you. And I tell people all the time, watch how he treats his mother. Because that is true. Sometimes people say, oh, he a mama's boy. He is this boy. You better be glad he treats his mother well.
That
means that's how he's going to treat you. Oh, we lost everybody. What had happened was. And then we have JoJo said, I get my love and happiness from the Lord. So high standards. That's who you seek first, is the Most High. So that's right, Queen. I love me some me. I'm telling you, Queen. You know we used to have that conversation. So Tweet said, all things some are looking for might not be good for you. Don't clown the guy that you think is below you because of financial differences. If you want people to believe. If you want people to believe in you, you must believe. I don't think the finances are a big deal for anybody. I think it's just the way that somebody treats you.
I think so too.
I think that's.
But I would think that in this world is not cheap. So I would like someone to at least be on my level, meet me where I'm at least financially, or with progress. Having enough that we can combine our finances together and be able to live enough. Financially secure and not rich, but financially secure in the way the world is moving. So it does play a big part along with other things as well. It's not about being rich.
You can't have no job.
Hell no.
Well, I'm married, but if the husband had no job, that would have been a big problem. There would have been no conversation.
I feel like if I can take care of myself, you should be able to take care of yourself. And as a man, you shouldn't. As a man, you shouldn't be dating unless you can take somebody else under your wing. if you can't take somebody else under your wing
That's
as
true.
a man trying to find a spouse or trying to find a woman, you shouldn't be. No.
You shouldn't be looking. And that's the
No.
truth as well. And
Why are you
also,
going on a
as a
date
woman,
if
we
you
provide a lot of things without finances. We also bring to the table because I'm willing to work, but I'm also willing to clean. I'm also willing to cook. I'm also willing to nurture. I'm also willing to do all these other things. They need to at least bring that to the table as well as if they can't do those things, at least be financially secure. So the way I can take some off my load, and you be able to supply more than I can. So
I don't want to go to work
a little
every
bit.
day and come home and be like, well, at least he cleaned
Exactly.
the house and cooked for me. I don't want. And trust
I'm
me,
sorry. What, DD?
Joseph's dad. I don't want to come home from work and say at least he cleaned the house and cooked for me.
Yeah,
I've
no.
been working all day. I left for work and you were at home, and I came home from work and you were at home. I don't want that in a partner. I want a partner that. What do we talk about? You were at home all day. Unless you work from
you
home.
have no conversations. Yeah, that's true. I want an explored man. I want a man with his own life. Yes. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, like,
that is very
so
true.
he worked 35 years and he gets a check because he worked for 35 years. So he could be home all day if I was still working. Well, I do have my own side thing. But while we were
also retirement comes into play.
Yeah, but when we both worked, he would do his 8 or skate. I would do 16, and then I also had another business. So he was like, my wife be working her tail off. You go, girl. And then I come home and he'd have something, whether he ordered food or cook some tacos or something. I'm good with that.
Yeah, it plays a part though. Everything plays a part. Everything plays a part because at the end of the day, we do get older and we have to be financially secure as we retire. We can't retire off one person's. Like we live in a real world with real things. If it wasn't a real world with real things, then it wouldn't matter. It don't.
Yeah,
It's sad, but it doesn't.
That's what a psych is for. I don't need that kind of companionship. I just feel like if I bring something to me to the table, bring something that's compatible to me. How are we compatible when I know the understanding of hard work and being tired all day, and you don't know that struggle? You've been home all day cooking and cleaning.
Yes. Exactly.
That's another conversation. Men asking women what they bring to the table.
Oh, girl, don't start that, cousin.
I'm not a fan of that question because if I can surf on this surfboard by myself,
right?
But
I'm not a fan of that question because if I can surfboard on this surfboard by myself, what the fuck do I need you? Excuse my language. What the heck do I need you for?
Though. That's true.
But you got a lot of women that don't have anything between their ears, so I don't want that for Eric. So
but they really do ask you that question, though. They ask you that question. They do ask you
men be like, "What can you bring to the table? Like, what do you mean? What can I bring to the table?
That's another conversation
on my own.
for another day. That's another conversation.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a whole nother show because if Eric brings home some ditzy nothing between her ears and he's like, "Mom, I'm gonna marry her. I'm gonna ask why."
I had a guy ask me that too. Like, what do I bring to the table? Stop playing with me.
She can bring fallopian tubes and
stop playing with me.
She can't clean. I'm supposed to be.
I'm not answering that.
I'm not having no man asking me what I'm bringing to the table when I can supply my own supplies, put a roof over my own head, put clothes on my own back,
I have my own car. I made it here by myself. For you to ask me that question, that's crazy.
That's offensive to you. Because
what do you mean? What can I bring to the table?
That's because you are self-sufficient. So yeah, to you that's offensive. Like I bring me to the table because I take care of me. Did I drive myself here? But when you got sons and you see, girl, look at some of the people. Let's just look, and I'm gonna be real careful what I say. I want you to think about some of the airheads that have walked through my door and I have to stare at some of my sons. Just think about that for a second.
Yeah,
real hard.
Exactly.
Don't say nothing out loud. Just think real hard of some of the airheads that you have to see me sit and stare at. And then I'm thinking, what does she bring to the table? Fallopian tubes. And then we gonna stop.
That's a different generation. That is a different. I'm not gonna lie, that is a different generation. That's a different generation for sure.
Yeah. They really do ask those questions now, cousin. That's crazy.
That's a different
What?
generation.
This is crazy.
Believe
But some
me
of
what
these
I'm talking
It is
about. They say
crazy.
too
some of
much
these
on this right here, but
mid 30s and 40-year-old men be asking women their age, what do they bring to the table? And it's like, I'm sorry, sir. Excuse me, what?
They
Right.
couldn't ask me that because I had 2 jobs.
As
We
a
can't get we
middle-aged
together.
30-year-old woman, as a middle-aged 30-year-old woman, like, I'm sorry,
Well, then you
excuse
ask
me?
them, what do you bring
That
to the table?
survive
Let me
for
see
middle
your
age 30 years old. You feel me? Yeah. That's crazy.
It's weird. It's weird
It
behavior.
is. It is. It really
That's
is
somebody that
though.
got
I had to
played. He must have got played by
No, but cousin,
somebody.
I swear, I went on like a little date like 3 weeks ago, and a guy asked me that same question. Like, what do I bring? Do you think I answered him?
I wouldn't have. I would have looked at him like he was crazy.
Right?
That is funny.
Gee, hi.
Because I wouldn't. The thing is, I wouldn't be sitting at this table if I didn't have anything to bring.
Oh, hi, Luna.
How are you, young lady?
I'm doing great. Doing a podcast. Oh, you're
This has
fine.
been fun.
My
You got
family
that
lives
one
here.
last video. That'll
My
bring us
family
to a
lives
whole
here.
long
Yeah.
conversation.
Aw.
I'm so glad y'all
It's
came and
me.
hung out with me. This
Hi,
has been
Luna.
amazing.
Oh, because I'm just
But you
visiting
know
my
what we
family
gonna do
upstairs.
on this show?
Yeah,
Is
so I was
what do you
outside
bring
doing a
to the
podcast if they're
table?
loud. So, yeah. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Philip.
Nice to meet you, Philip. I'm Tasha.
Hi, Tasha.
Nice to meet you.
Good looking young lady.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I met a friend.
She getting a dick.
He said, hi,
I
guys.
told you cannot be standing up.
I'm here for it.
Okay.
Okay, you too. Nice meeting you, Philip.
Sorry,
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Oh,
Tell him
thank
he's
you.
live.
Oh, you're very sweet. You too.
I hope Auntie Didi,
Yeah.
Auntie Didi, I hope we answered the questions that were posed to us. I mean, you know.
I'm so sorry, guys. Returns up. Okay.
You're fine, gorgeous.
Okay.
The question we asked was, I know we went. I think we really delved into our childhoods and.
Yeah, I think we did. We did it.
A deep dive.
We did a deep dive, guys. Yeah.
Do we determine our destiny? Or does our childhood play out for us and we can determine it through our decision-making skills as our childhood has shaped us? What you guys say?
I just think it all depends on us, guys, like as a person and whoever's listening. Like, I think we probably learned something that at the end of the day, it's up to us to decide if we're going to deal with it or if we're going to overcome it. You know, like if we're going to deal with it and overcome it or if we're going to let it eat us alive. You know, we're going to sink or we're going to swim. And I think that we did discuss that tonight, you know, but it's up to you.
I agree. I agree with it being a sink or swim thing. You either let it overcome you or you either decide to rise above. I totally agree.
That's so true. That's very true.
Once your frontal lobe starts to develop, you can make those adult decisions for yourself. So I agree. Yeah, you either let it sink or swim you.
I agree with that too. Yes.
Oh yeah, when you're young, like even I think Eric is still not at the point to make like the wisest decisions. He's 24.
Yeah, he's still living it.
Definitely.
When you're really an adult, you learn. When you're an adult, you have the option. When you're an adult, you know.
Like I don't think we're allowed to make bonehead decisions now. The three of us at our age.
No. Definitely
You
not.
can't even blame it on.
I'm gonna be 20. I'm gonna be 24 in October, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
You look 24, girl. Ew.
I
Okay,
know she
so
looked 12.
she does look 24. Ew.
I'm
But
about to be 20. You know, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
I know she still look like a baby. Still, yeah.
you're a
You shouldn't have
baby.
told
You're the
nobody.
baby, girl. You're the
I am.
She
baby.
is.
Luckily, whatever.
That's why I
So.
love it here. That's why I love it here.
Well, I am the auntie. I just don't dress like one. So
No, not anymore. Not anymore. Not any. She definitely grew up for sure. Yeah.
I know she ain't that little time. We talking about you ain't that little
She got
tomboy
the
anymore.
boob action. She got the boob action going on. Like, really.
I was looking at the pictures
I
like
was
she got the
shocked.
little
Yeah, I was
sister
shocked.
going down.
Yeah.
I mean, Tasha been sexy since she was like
Seriously.
15. So,
I've been
but
exposed
this
since
has
a
been
young
fun,
age.
you
I know.
guys. We're gonna do this again. I told Lady that when you was getting your flirt on, our next topic is gonna be what do you bring to the table?
Okay. That's a good one,
I
though,
like
cousin.
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Since I'm about to really dig into that one. What do you bring to
How
the
to
table?
navigate that? Like when you're asked that question, how to navigate it, right? Because it's a big
Women,
thing now.
right?
No, but what
Yeah,
do men bring to the table too? Because you got some
that's what I'm
men that
saying.
ain't bringing.
Exactly. How do you navigate that as a woman being told that, as well as a man
Yeah.
being told that as well? Because men and women tell men that as well, and they don't have nothing they bring. So it just depends on who you are as a person. So that's a good topic.
It is.
Yeah.
Next week we will be here because I will be in Vegas.
Yay!
and
Exciting.
G-Lew also has.
I'm gonna text you.
G-Lew
I'm
will
gonna
be
text
here.
you, cousin. So about your Vegas trip. So I'm gonna text you.
I'm hoping to be in Vegas too. I'm gonna let you know about this opportunity that I'm experiencing right
Okay.
now as far as getting a job
Okay.
out there.
Text
But
me.
That gets
Okay.
to Vegas. We need her in Vegas to the Venetian, right?
yes,
Yeah, I
it'll
need her
be at
out
the
here too.
Venetian.
But you're closer to family this way, so I'll be excited for that. Let me know if you
That's
need
what I'm trying
anything.
to tell the manager. He's like, "Oh, I don't know how she's gonna adapt to being in Vegas or being in the desert." I'm like, "Bro,
Oh, you'll be fine.
you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
Tell him, Todd.
Well, just let me
Tell him,
know.
Todd.
Let me know if
She'll
you
be
need.
fine.
Let me know if you need help, like when your navigation out here, or if you need it somewhere before you in between your apartment. Let me know. I love you. Just text
I
me, okay?
will. I will.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies, and I'll hit you guys up as soon as the show is over. As soon as I tap out. But we
Okay.
all gonna tap
Okay.
out.
Bye.
We gonna thank you guys. We thank everyone in the comments. We thank you for
Bye,
your comments.
audience.
We thank
Bye.
you. We have the Mr. Tweed Cadillac join us tonight. That is an honor. We have my cousin Tori. Hey,
Hey.
Bernard
Okay.
tapped in. Thanks, my boy. We got Queen Jean tapped in, our co-host on here. We started this together. We had JoJo. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still fighting this sinus infection. We had Gas. Keisha, I see you. Oh, I don't see Chicano Street TV tap in. What's up to you? Chicano, I don't do, you got to come to my personal channel for that kind of conversation. Hey, John. I haven't done those in a while. I'm disgusted with this world. Who'd I miss? Keisha, John. Hey, Eastside Paramount. I see Q Smooth tap in. Derek, I see you. So if I missed anyone, hello. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna neither one of them really go on Instagram too much, but they have channels. I'm gonna put them in the comments after the show. Thank you for hanging out with us. We had a great interview last night. That was so good. Go and check that out. I'm about to tap out, finish my coffee because we got late night Lena show coming up after this one. So get you a nice beverage, get comfortable, and get ready for that smooth R&B sound with late night Lena show. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you are not subscribed, if you're watching the replay, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment, and we really appreciate the conversation. Thank you to my two nieces who tapped in with me. That was a fun conversation. Got a little taste of my my family and some of the things that we've been through, and a great conversation. Like I said, I was talking to Neno about that conversation, and it's something to think about. Do you create your own destiny? And if your childhood is still blocking your survival and your destiny, hey, you got to work through that. Let it go. What is that? Relax, release, and relate. When those TV shows, let it go and start striving for your destiny. I think it was Tweet or Spanks that said in the comments, you dictate where you go in life. You are the creator of your destiny, so let it go. So thank you guys for hanging out with us again. I truly appreciate it. Next weekend we won't be here. G-Lew has summer nights, and I will be in Vegas, but we will be here the following week back with conversations in the Hookah Lounge, and we so appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. G-Lew dropped that video, and we will see you guys on Late Night Lena Show. Thank you. See you later.
All my life, they been trying to keep me down. All this time, never thought I'd make it out. No, no, no. All my life, they be trying to keep me down.
First generation ghetto nigga, cold world, hello niggas. Made it out the city with my head on straight. Niggas keep shooting up to let out. Young Jordan Pill gotta get out. Cause the shit that I spit out is a cheat code, like I'm facing a Rico. And how a nigga put a hit out.
So live your life. You steady chasing that paper, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life. Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life.
Never mind what haters say, ignore them till they fade away. Amazing they are great, but after all the game I gave away. Safe to say I paved the way for you cats to get paid today. Still be wasting days away now had I never saved the day. Consider them my protege, how much I think they should pay. Instead of being gracious, they violate in a major way. I never been a hater, still I love them in a crazy way. Some say they sold the yeah, you know they couldn't get work on Labor Day. It ain't that black and white, it has an area that's shaded gray. I'm west side anyway, even if I left today and stayed away. Some move away to make a way, not move away cause they afraid. I brought back to the hood, and all you ever did was take away. I pray for patience, but they make me wanna melt they face away. Like I once made them spray, now I can make them put the K's away. Been thugging out.
See you guys.